following presentation of the National Football League. Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Denver Broncos and the Green Bay Packers, and it comes your way next.
When you think about the classic venues to host the NFL's ultimate game, this one's right up near the top of the list. The Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. We are minutes away from Super Bowl 59, and we've got a tremendous matchup in store. The moment is upon us, and we've got what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Denver Broncos taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. I mean, this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
And meanwhile, for the Packers, not many could have predicted they'd make it back to this Super Bowl, but everything has gone their way, and they search for what would be their second title of the millennium.
And that title? Super Bowl 45 in Dallas, or actually Arlington, Texas, so I don't get in trouble with the locals, over Pittsburgh. A proud franchise continuing to find ways to get to the big game.
Love going to throw right away. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw now. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on third and a yard. Throwing. Love. Throw left side, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Love. Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. Here's Love. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Second and 11 at the 41. Now Love. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Riley Moss. And the Broncos force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall. Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And as we know and as we've discussed here in the run-up to this game, this is history in the making. The first rookie quarterback to ever start in a Super Bowl. An absolutely tremendous accomplishment, something no one else has done. But he doesn't want to just go down as the first to make a Super Bowl. He's told us all week he's here to win it.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Now a first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. To throw, here's Nix. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Twisting away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Love now. Steps away to his left. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We are just getting started here at Super Bowl 59 in New Orleans. 1 quarter in the books. 0-0 our score. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He finds his receiver, Watson. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 28. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Love looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Mims in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nix to the air. He's got it to Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Nix to throw again. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On first down, they go with Jacobs again to about the 33-yard line. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Love. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's for the former Lion, Josh Reynolds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This one swung out to Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Throwing Nix. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw is Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And down inside the 15 he goes. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They give it to Williams, running right. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now it's Nix. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Packers offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out onto the field. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their three-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a three-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
A short throw to Musgrave. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. He's got the first down and more than that. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Love. And that'll be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Jacobs. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point attempt here still to come. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So that's the end of 3 here in Super Bowl 59 from Caesars Superdome. The 4th and final quarter coming right up. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Nix. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. On play action, here's Nix. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Nix. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw. Nix. Finding Williams once more. Complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Out route complete to Dulcich. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Greg Dulcich, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied fourth quarter as it kicks away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And this Super Bowl has been as good as advertised. Probably one of the best that we've seen in recent memory. All even here in this fourth quarter.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Here's Love. To Dobbs, and he hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So the Broncos now down 13-10. A little over a minute to go. They need at least a field goal to send this Super Bowl to overtime as they come up on first down. Here comes second down and 5. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. Forced out to his left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. Yeah, fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
So the Lombardi Trophy once again heading home to Titletown. Commissioner Goodell doing the honors as he hands it to the Green Bay Packers. On top of the world, they are your Super Bowl champions. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.